Well, we've arrived in Mykonos and it was so windy I've had to mute nearly all of the sound through this entire video. So if you look at most of the buildings in Mykonos, their roofs are nearly always flat and there are no gutters because it hardly ever rains in Mykonos. All of the water on Mykonos comes from desalinization plants. The tour guide was saying the magic of this island is you can always shelter on the other side of the island to get out of the weather. The tour guide was just talking about Australians. They were the first to bring kite surfing to this beach here, and because of that there was no sharks left anymore. There's a very luxury resort in this area here called the Santa Marina Budabara. People like Justin Bieber, Shakira and many other famous stars come and stay in this hotel. This is an exclusive bay and boats. It's a private bay with private boats. So looking across to Delos Island, 3,000 years before Christ, it was a very powerful and famous place with about 10,000 inhabitants. They came from all over the world. It turned into such a powerful island full of riches and treasure that the first century before Christ, the king of Hadia decided to kill everybody because of jealousy. So since the time of this massacre on Delos, nobody is allowed to live there. There are no buildings on the island. There's a memorial there, and you can only go there in the mornings to pray. This little cove and the street is one of the most expensive areas in Mykonos. It's mainly for wealthy residents and the posh resorts. There's a much better view of Delos Island in the background. Interesting here, when the guide was talking about Delos, this happened in BC. For over 2,000 years nobody has lived here. Going by all the suitcases, that must be one of those expensive resorts. Yep, even on Mykonos. Mykonos is not very large. We are already on the southern part of the island, and at this time of year, which was October I believe, the light in the morning, the sun is very bright and very strong already at 6 a.m. There are a lot of holiday houses on Mykonos. There are some rich people that live in Athens that have holiday houses here. We are entering what's classed as the country area of Mykonos. The population of Mykonos is approximately 10,000. There is 1 million tourists a year come to Mykonos. At this point in the day, we were dropped off at the beautiful little village of Ano Mera, where we're going to have lunch and some nice Ouzo in Vegos Taverna, and we wandered down into the Monastery of Panagia Tourliani. It was a very lovely spot. We had about 1 hour free time as part of the tour. There's also a toilet located here at a small charge. Most of the ladies thought the Ouzo was too strong. I thought it was just right. I felt a bit weird videoing everybody eating, so I didn't video the meal either. We're just about to head into the Monastery of Panagia Tourliani. Irina was so terrified from that road going up Santorini yesterday, she refused to come with me today in Mykonos in case it happened again, and I met up with her back at the ship later. So we proceeded to wander around here for a little bit longer. We still have a bit of time left yet. Again, as you can see, today was extremely windy everywhere. I have a question for you. Would not a Greek salad in Greece be called a salad? Mykonos and Santorini are both amazing with their stark, barren landscapes and the white buildings. There is a toilet at the back behind those buildings with the Greek flag. We don't have much time left here now. We're heading back towards the bus to go on the rest of our tour. Historically, most of the income on Mykonos was made from fishing and farming, and nowadays the majority of it is made from tourism. You will see that some of these chapels here have a red roof. That is because of the colour of the soil for the farmers. The ones with the blue roof are the chapels from the fishermen, and there are some hybrids that have blue and red roofs. They believe that the colour of the Greek flag, blue and white, is because of the colour of the Aegean Sea and the white of the buildings. In the past it was mandatory for all the windows and doors to be painted blue, but now as times have changed in the last year or two, there is other colours creeping in with greens and other colours. So we are on the opposite side of the island now, on the southwest coast. This is a bit more quieter. This is where a lot of the Hollywood stars and that like to come and stay. There used to be a lot of sharks around Mykonos. Apparently there are less sharks than there used to be because of climate change. Could also be because of the reference the tour guide used before of Mick Fanning had come here and started the kite school, and everybody that knows Mick Fanning knows the story about the shark. This young girl was riding a quad with her mother. She didn't know how to start it, she didn't know how to reverse it. As you can see, she wasn't sure how to drive it whatsoever, but she was driving it around the streets of Mykonos. This is a beautiful quiet beach called Paralia Kalafarti. It's just exquisite. Almost as good as all of our 1,000 beaches in Australia. Unfortunately, the wind was so strong here, I had to mute the sound. I did leave it where I could, where you could hear the sound of the waves. The guide said we could have a swim here, but that was a bit funny because we never had any towels or any clothes to change into. A swim would have been lovely though, the water here was just beautiful. All the bays of Mykonos are all different. Kalafarti that we were just at is more for the family, whereas there are other bays that are more for music, others that are more for food. Mykonos has plenty of great shopping. There is all brand name shops that just sell single brand names like you'd find anywhere in the world, like Paris or New York or anywhere. There's a lot of sports stars like Mike Tyson and NBA players that prefer to stay in Nemos. So there's plenty of nightclubs and shopping in Mykonos, and a lot of the clubs stay open all night. They cater for the younger people. A coffee, 10 euros. A drink of alcohol, 20 euros, depending what it is. Well, we're back near the ship and we're about to take a transfer boat into Mykonos city. The Kato Windmills, these are only a few, that's what's left out of the hundreds that used to be on the island. Obviously none of them are in service anymore. looking across part of Little Venice. These streets in Mykonos town are just beautiful. Mykonos has to be the cleanest, whitest looking place in the world. It is absolutely amazing. The beautiful cafes of Little Venice. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content in our videos, and thank you so much for watching. Heading back to the ship on the shuttle boat. Well, it's that time. We're heading back on the cruise back to Civitavecchia. It's 2 days back, and we'll arrive back in Civitavecchia with all the fun to follow. Looking forward to talking to you about the Italian train system. We had so many challenges when we got back to Civitavecchia. We had a crazy day. We had to catch a flight at 3 p.m. out of Fiumicino Airport. The train that was running on the internet was not running until 1 p.m. So I hope you can join us. The next vlog I do will be on the cruise and embarking at Civitavecchia and trying to get to the airport.